Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to TBR Cluedo! It's time to pick my TBR for the summer. Let me tell you, we're in the middle of a UK heat wave. I'm sweating my tits off. I'm boiling. I'm so hot. Anyways, hello friends. I'm gonna dive straight in because I'm already hot. I haven't even turned the ring light on. Hang on. 1 sec. There we go, I'm lit a little bit better now. Yeah, we're diving straight in. This is my TBR game that I use to decide what I read. We split it into 3 now, we do it quarterly. And we split it into 3 parts. I pick my Patreon book club picks, then we have Patreon picks where we spin a wheel to decide what they are, and then we do the usual rolls. So, let's just dive straight in, shall we? Finding out what my book club picks for the quarter are gonna be. Okay, hello friends. It's time to find out what my Patreon book club picks are. If you want to join us to read all of these, we have a discussion live show, we have discussion sections on the Discord. It's a lot of fun. My Patreon is always linked down below. But anyways, let's find out. These are just books for the purposes of you who aren't in the Patreon book club, this is just what books I'm going to be reading, basically. So let's get into roll number 1. Okay everyone, hello. Here is the board. Unfortunately, I gave the big dice that we use. Usually, Dida has been using them as a toy, and I can't find them. So we're just gonna use our little ones. I'll tell you what I roll each time. Also, a change that I'm gonna make, and I'll remind this of you if I land on it, but the magical realism room is gonna become sci-fi, because I would say I read more sci-fi than magical realism. So that'll only be relevant if we land on it, but that is a change that I'm gonna make. And obviously this is like a made board, so I can't just make a change. Maybe I'll try and print something off that covers it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, for now, this is gonna be sci-fi. Okay, let's start off with our book club rolls for what months? July, August, and September. So, okay, roll number 1. Person number 7, which is brown, up in mystery. Let's see what we roll. 6 and 6. What can I get to? Okay, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okie dokie. That is number 22, which is a book rated 3 point something on Goodreads. Roll number 1 was a mystery book that is rated 3 point something on Goodreads. The options that I gave my patrons were All of Us Murderers by KJ Charles, The Return of Ellie Black, or in the UK it's called The Next Girl by Emiko Jean, Murder Your Employer by Rupert Holmes, and The Decagon House Murders by Yukito Ayatsuji. The winner, quite resoundingly, which I'm very happy about because it's probably the one I wanted to read the most, is All of Us Murderers. KJ Charles. Okay, those who don't know, she's predominantly a memoir romance author, but she has started writing these mysteries. She wrote a book called Death in the Spires, which I loved. Like, it was a fairly predictable format. It was ripping off The Secret History with a historical element to it, right? But I knew it was doing that and I wanted it. And I said, thank you very much. This one, we've got a character who is going back to his wealthy relative's remote gothic manor, and there's this group of people, loads of people, he doesn't want to see. There's his sneering cousin, his bitter ex-lover, but then the true purpose of the gathering, sorry, I'm locked into this synopsis. Oh my god, the master of the house is going to leave the vast family fortune to whoever marries the protagonist? Okay, crazy.
It's getting weird.
Just the cover gives me impeccable vibes. Impeccable vibes. I'm really looking forward to reading this after enjoying Death in the Spires so much. I'm so looking forward to this gothic manor house. I'm so excited. So I feel like everyone picked really well. It's gonna be a fun time. Is it gonna be something new? Not necessarily, but is it gonna give you everything you want from this story? Yes, so I'm very excited to read this with everyone. Okay, let's roll for August. Person number 3 is red, up in historical. Let's see what I roll. A 1 and a 1. Oh my god, okay, let's just go 1. That is number 16, which is, a book blurbed by a favourite author. I might have to sort through my my historical books a bit for that one. Row number 2 was a historical book blurbed by one of my favourite authors. I went through all my historical books and found their blurbs, and any author that I've really enjoyed in the past, I kind of included. So the options that I gave them were The Seventh Veil of Salome by Silvia Maria Garcia, The Chosen and the Beautiful by Nuvo, Never Let Me Go by Kazu Ishiguro, and The Four Winds by Kristen Hanna. And the winner is The Seventh Veil of Salome by Silvia Maria Garcia. Who blurbed this one? Oh, Taya Jenkins Reid. Right at the top. Taya Jenkins Reid says, whenever I want to read a book I know will be good, I go to Silvia Maria Garcia. You never know what she's going to do, but you know it will be a page turner. Ain't that right, Taylor? And listen, I've had mixed experience with Silvia Maria Garcia. I've had 5 stars, I've had like 2 stars, okay? But her synopses get me every time. Like every time there's a new book announced, I'm like, I want to read it. I want to read it. Give it to me, Rachel. And this one is like that on steroids because it's old Hollywood. And if you know me, I love an old Hollywood setting, and I don't know why we don't have more books set in old Hollywood. Like, I think that should be, like dark academia is a subgenre, I think old Hollywood should be a subgenre. Because I think it is just perfect for betrayal, for ambition, for revenge, for like every dramatic feeling and emotion it has. So we're following, I think there's a character called Salome, and we're following a young Mexican ingenue who's cast to play her, and like the glitz and the glamour and the betrayal and the heartache of Hollywood that she gets wrapped up in. I think this is gonna be mine and Silvia Maria Garcia's comeback. Like, this is us. We're back together, baby. I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait to see what she does with this old Hollywood setting. I think it's so evocative. And I think, you know, having this Mexican character, you know, in that setting is also going to have some really interesting discussions if I know Silvia Maria Garcia, so can't wait. And then September's role, person number 5, which is white over in non-fiction. Okay, some non-fiction could be fun. We've got 4 and a 5. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. That is number 27, which is a book that has a, the, an, or of in the title. I feel like that should be doable for non-fiction. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like we can do that. And then our final book club role for September's book club pick was a non-fiction book, which I was really happy about because we very rarely get non-fiction books for the book club, and I think they always kind of go down pretty well. So it's a non-fiction book that has a, the, and, or of in the title, which is going to be a lot of non-fiction books, let's be honest. But the options I gave them were Unruly, The Ridiculous History of England's Kings and Queens by David Mitchell, In the Dream House by Carmen Maria Machado, Bad Gays, A Homosexual History by Hugh Lemme and Ben Miller, and The Adventures of Maud West, Lady Detective by Susanna Stapleton. And I am going to be honest, it was a pretty even split, this one. But the winner, which I'm kind of surprised about in some ways, but also this is one of the non-fiction on my list that I most want to read, and that is Unruly, A History of England's Kings and Queens, or whatever the full title is, by David Mitchell. I am so excited. I'm so excited to read this. But I was surprised because I know that a lot of my Patreon aren't from the UK, so I'm intrigued to see what international readers think of this. I would have thought, like, this is like, who gives a fuck if you're not from the UK about England's Kings and Queens? But yeah, this is by David Mitchell, who, if you're not from the UK, he is a well-known comedian here. And it is him going through, I think, kind of like king by king and queen by queen from King Arthur onwards. So it doesn't start like some modern histories do with William the Conqueror, is that his name? Yeah, that's William the Conqueror. It starts earlier than that. And I'm just really excited about it. I think it's going to be funny, but I think it's going to be a real deep dive into a historical topic, and I love a historical deep dive. I'm really into Titanic at the moment. I just watched Titanic, and I've watched loads of like Titanic podcasts. It's the obsession's over. I culminated it in watching Titanic. I watched loads of podcasts, and then I watched Titanic, and I sobbed, and I sobbed, and I sobbed. What a great film. What a incredible feat visually that film is. And any, like, sorry, that's Scully, any modern impression of it as like a film for teenage girls, fuck off. But anyways, I'm really looking forward to reading Unruly. I think it's going to be really fun, but really informative at the same time. I cannot wait to dive in. One of the non-fiction that I most want to read. So I'm very happy that it's going to be my September book club pick. Okay, now we have to do my Patreon pick. So let's get into that.
1, 2.
Okay, it's now time for the Patreon pick. So every quarter when I do TBR Cluedo, we also pick 3 books that have been picked by my patrons for me to read. So whenever anyone joins my Patreon, you get to pick 2 books that you would like me to read. And we've put them on a spinner wheel. We used to do a jar, but you guys last time said that you preferred the spinner wheel. So, you know, I've got to please the people. I got to give the people what they want. So shall we just dive into it? I'm sitting in front of the TBR. Let's just spin the wheel and see what comes up. Are we ready? I feel so nervous. Obviously there are so many books here. It could be anything. Okay, let's just spin. What is book number 1? Hoping for something easy, summery, light. Oh, Wolf Song. Wolf Song by TJ Clune. Let's see who has picked Wolf Song, shall we? Oh, 4 people have. Okay, Lee picked Wolf Song, Renee picked Wolf Song, Hope picked Wolf Song, and George picked Wolf Song. Let me find it. Okay, first thing that jumps out at me is I was like, I want something light and easy. This book is almost 600 pages.
Does that sound like something you want?
Yes.
Well, let me tell you, you'll never get it.
But this is TJ Clune, right? And I read almost every TJ Clune. I love TJ Clune. I give TJ Clune 5 stars often. But this one I'm nervous about because I know it was a repub. I know it was pubbed before he got super popular and then it was republished after the fact. I don't know loads about it. Oh, a family moves in next door who can transform into wolves. And the guy, our protagonist, like, is drawn to their life, and he also, I think it's gay, and I think he kind of falls for one of the sons. Okay, I would not have been planning on reading this, but I'll give it a go. I'll see what I think. It's probably just the size that scares me. It feels so large, but I do love TJ Clune's writing. I love the way he writes relationships. I know there's going to be something meaningful about life and meaningful about humanity and love and loss and joy and sadness and all those things. I think he does emotion and feeling and just all of that stuff so well. So this is kind of a shock. I was not expecting this.
I wasn't expecting that at all.
I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this. That's a big boy. It's a big boy. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, roll number 2. Not roll. This isn't roll. Spin. Spin number 2. What is it gonna be? No.
No, I'm not doing this.
Take my car.
I'm not doing this. No.
I'm not ready. Okay, it's The Final Empire. Mistborn, The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson. I don't feel prepared. I think a lot of people picked this. 7 people have picked Mistborn, The Final Empire. We have got, let's see, Heather picked The Final Empire. Who's that? Carissa picked it. Barbara picked it. Hannah picked it, Juliet picked it, Kira picked it, Stephanie picked it. Oh my fucking god. Stop. I was like, something easy breezy beautiful for the summer. Some easy reads. Fuck. Oh. I just need to sit for a moment. Just take this in. Okay.
I feel like sometimes I'm in a nightmare because I never thought this would happen.
If I don't laugh, I think I might cry. Here's the thing. 650 pages of dense fantasy. Here's the thing. We are kind of lucky that I've got quite a few fantasies because I have got a video coming up where I think I'm going to be reading. I mean, I could not be. Who knows how many fantasy I'm going to be reading that vlog. We will talk about that at some point soon. I think this could be a good contender for finishing the vlog. I'll just say that. Okay, so here's the thing. This is the first in the Mistborn series by Brandon Sanderson. I have read and loved Tress of the Emerald Sea by Brandon Sanderson. I read and didn't love Skyward? Is that what it was called? His sci-fi YA. Didn't love that. But so many people have said I will love the Mistborn universe. But I am scared of this. To say that I am not would be a lie. This is dense, big fantasy. And in recent years, me and fantasy have an interesting relationship. What can I say? I'm not the fantasy reader I once was. I think my reading definitely skews a lot more mystery than ever. I just love mysteries. Mysteries make me so excited. And fantasy, I used to be predominantly fantasy. And when I look at my fantasy books now, there's like the standouts. I feel like with fantasy now, I either love it and it's the best thing ever, or it's so meh. I feel like it's one or the other. Like, for example, I read The Sword of Kai again this year. Outstanding. And then I feel like I've just kind of read some like, fantasy. So, holy shit, this is crazy. This is, what the fuck are my patrons doing to me? God. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, we're starting Mistborn. You know what? It makes sense for the video I'm going to be doing. So, I just have to accept it, I think. Okay, can we please, for the final spin, get something that isn't petrifying? Okay. Death Comes to Marlowe.
Do you realize how you sound?
So we have got Alice picked Death Comes to Marlowe and Marie picked Death Comes to Marlowe. Death Comes to Marlowe by Robert Thorogood. This is the sequel to the Marlowe Murder Club, which I did enjoy. So this is kind of what I was looking for. Easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. This is just like a nice, cozy murder mystery series. I think I gave the first in the series 4 stars. It's very the kind of thing that sprung up after the success of Thursday Murder Club. It's very that coded. You know, it's cozy crime. I'm gonna sit back and have a lovely time reading this. It is like an older group of friends solving murder mysteries in this quaint village. And this one, there's a wedding, there's a party the day before the wedding, but they find the groom to be crushed to death in his study. The study was locked from the inside. Oh yeah. I love me a death in a study locked room. Oh, there's something about it being a study as well. There's just something about it being a study. If you get it, you get it, right? If there's something about them being like crushed in a locked bedroom or a locked kitchen, who gives a fuck? A study? A study? Oh, yeah. I'm excited. I'll be continuing a series. Again, this isn't probably something I would have like reached for myself necessarily, but honestly guys, I'm feeling a bit lost in the TBR right now. I don't know what I would reach for, but I think that's more to do. I'm going through a bit of a stressful time. We'll talk about that in the next vlog. It's fine. It's whatever, but like I've been struggling to read a little bit and I'm kind of like, what is inspiring me? I don't know. Nothing. So yeah, we'll see what we think of this one, but I'm excited to make some progress in a murder mystery series. Okay, let's now get into the normal roles of TBR Cluedo. Okay, it's now time to just get into my general roles. So, let's see what we get. Person number 4, which is Pink, over in horror. Let's see what we roll. We've got 2 or a 4. Let's go 1, 2. That is number 15, which is an ebook or an audiobook. Role number 1 was a horror book that is an ebook or an audiobook, and I'm slightly regretting putting this on the TBR now that I know what the patron picks are, and we've got some really long books on there, because this is also very long. This is over 600 pages, but because it is so long, I feel like it is a book that I will tandem read and I will use the audiobook for, and when I look at my horror, it's probably the horror that I want to read the most. And that is Plain Bad Heroines by Emily M. Danforth. I remember when this came out and it was super duper popular, but I think this could be 5 stars. I think this could be 5 stars to me. We're at Brookcant School for Girls, the infamous site of a series of tragic deaths over 100 years ago, and a horror movie is being made about it. And so I think we are following both the past timeline of these students, Sapphic, they were in love, and then I think they're found dead in the woods. Then we're in the present day timeline with this movie being made and these actresses vying to play a part in it. There's footnotes. There's footnotes. It just sounds like everything I love. I love like a boarding school setting. I love like movies and stuff and mixed media about stuff. There's illustrations in this. I think I could love this. However, obviously it is so long. So am I regretting my decision a little bit? Yes, I am.
I believe she's somewhere living with deep, deep regret.
But I really want to read it. I always look at it on my shelves. I remember I bought this, shout out, Engage the Word in London, one of my favourite bookshops. And I just feel like kind of in September time maybe, this is the kind of book I want to be reading. So it's on the list. I want to read it this year. I think I'd be sad if I finished this year and had not yet read Plain Bad Heroines. Role number 2, person number 7, which is Brown in Mystery. We've rolled a 5 and a 2. What do I want to go to? I'm actually gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and get the Magnifying Glass, which is a book that has been recommended to me by a viewer on my all the books on my TBR video. Role number 2 was a recommendation by a viewer. So for this one, I go to all my books on my TBR video that I make once a year, and I ask people in that video to tell me books they loved or they hated, and I use that to pick books that I read. So, shall we pick? I need to actually screen record. Let's pick a random comment from that video and find out what we're gonna be reading. Hopefully, a book that someone loved. Loading comments. Okay, I've only read 5 from your TBR, but my tops are Jane Eyre, The Whisper Man, and Lies I Tell.
Cut the cameras. Dead end.
Tara, I'm so sorry. None of those are grabbing me. None of them. What one would I most like to read? I don't want to read Jane Eyre. That ain't happening right now. I'm not in the place for classics. The Whisper Man, I've heard really mixed things about. It's in front of me. You know what? I think let's try The Whisper Man. Okay, here's the thing. Not my first choice, but I feel like it was in front of me, so I should pick it. I bought this in the works for cheap. And it was because basically I go in the works and I'm like, is there any books I know people have spoken about? Let me buy them. It's usually my attitude when I'm in the works because they're like £2 or something. I've got a father and a son. There was a serial killer 15 years ago, but I think maybe there's now a repeat serial killer in the town. Let's see what I think of it. This is a kind of, yeah, okay, that sounds good. And I remember people really enjoying it when it came out. This is just a book that has been on my TBR for a long time.
It's been 84 years.
Been here for a long time. And so my excitement to read it has waned. But look, it looks like short chapters. It looks like a fun time. Let's give it a go. This is the kind of book that at the very least I do need to get off my TBR because there's a lot on here that I was very excited about like 4 years ago and I'm not necessarily anymore. And I want to clear space so that I don't feel bad about bringing new stuff in. I feel like we really need to just we really need to get the TBR down. I'm trying my best. What can I say? It might not seem like it, but I am. So yeah, Tara, thank you. Without you, I would not be reading this. We'll see what I think of it when I pick it up. Roll number 3, person number 6, which is Yellow, over in Thriller. Oh, I've got a 4 or a 6. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. That is number 28, which is a book with an even number of pages. Role number 3 was a thriller with an even number of pages. And I picked one that was really popular, I think last year. I remember, popular, it had mixed opinions, but everyone who I trust loved it. And that is Julie Chalmers Dead. I'm really excited to read this. So this is about, there's twins, one who is an influencer and the other twin finds her twin dead and she assumes her life and assumes her identity. I think it's crazy. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's a bit balls to the wall, but I want to see what I think of it. A propulsive, heart-pounding ride made me cringe, laugh, and cover my eyes. I mean, this all sounds like exactly what I want. Also, like dark humor, funny, wickedly funny. That all sounds really, really like what I'm in the mood for right now. And I really want to see what I think of it because like I said, I think this has quite a low rating. It didn't have a high enough rating to make the Goodreads Choice Awards, but everyone who I love, whose opinions that I share often and who I love watching who read this on YouTube, loved it. So I fear it's just something that like the girlies get and some people don't get, you know? So really looking forward to seeing what I think of this. I do often, the only thing that makes me nervous is I can have issues with how like the influencer industry is portrayed in books, and this would be an issue I'd have if I was an influencer, quote unquote. We can debate that, but like whether I was that or not, I think it's often just done in a cringe way, in a way that like the author obviously does not understand how the industry works, like has not done a jot of research to find out how it actually works, and is just like, oh, I remember, what was that house one? There was a not a haunted house, I don't know, some book I read once. And this woman was an influencer, and she was like posting like on her Instagram, she'd post a picture and the caption would be like, any brands want to work with me right now? And I'm like, no one's doing that. It was a really cringe way. So that's the only thing that makes me nervous, is like, I think that's going to play a big role in this book. So we'll see. We'll see how I feel about that part of it. Role number 4, person number 8, which is Blue, over in Contemporary. Let's see what we roll. We've got 5 or a 6. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. That is number 4, which is a standalone book. Okay, obviously I made a mistake there. I moved yellow in thriller. And not blue in contemporary, but as you will see, I wrote the prompt down as contemporary. So we just have to go with it. What's done is done. It's on the TBR. I filmed this whole clip. So listen, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Everybody gets that way. It's life. Please forgive me. Role number 4 was a contemporary that is a standalone, and I'm going to do something crazy here. Considering I'm doing TBR Heatwave this summer, so June, July, August. This TBR is for July, August, September. June, July, August, I'm only reading from my TBR. I'm not allowed to read anything that is not on my TBR. I'm trying not to haul books. I am putting a book on here that is not on my TBR.
Wow. Crazy. You're crazy, girl.
But it is a book that I'm desperate to read. I'm desperate to see what I'm going to think of it. It's the buzzy book of the moment, and I think I probably will read it in September. I'll probably get my hands on it and read it in September, and that is Yesteryear. I need to read this book. I need to see what I think of it. It's the book of the moment. And listen, I put it in my most anticipated books at the start of the year, okay? I told you about this book before it became big. I just want to let everyone know. Like, I was there. This was one of my most anticipated releases of the year. And this, if you haven't heard of it, which I think is impossible, but this is a woman who is a tradwife influencer, and then she wakes up one morning and she's actually living the life in the past that she has been emulating through her content, but not actually living, right? Like, she pretends that she runs this farm, but she actually has all this help who help her, staff members who do it for her. She wakes up, she's actually got to do all that herself, and she's like a woman with no rights, and like, this is the life that you've been profiting off, showing on social media, but not actually living it. I'm so excited to read this. I just saw someone on Twitter, like yesterday, I still call it Twitter, fucking sue me, saying it's like the worst book they've ever read. But I think a lot of people have enjoyed it. I need to see what I think of it. I love the premise. I think this is like one of the books of the year. Probably it's gonna be like top 5 books of this year, that define 2026. So I need to read it. I need to read it. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what I think of it. I'm so intrigued. I love the premise. We'll see. I almost think though it's built up to be too big in my mind. So I'll have to see what I actually think of it when we sit down and read it. Role number 5, person number 6 again, which is yellow over in thriller. Oh, we've got a 3 or a 6. What do I want to do? Let's go 1, 2, 3. Oh, that is number 14, which is a favourite author. Fun. Role number 5 was a thriller by a favourite author. And I say favourite author a little bit tentatively because me and Mr. Riley Sager have a storied past. I've read every single Riley Sager, I think. I haven't read his release this year, but I think I've read last year's. I think I read every Riley Sager apart from Middle of the Night, which was his first male protagonist, which was a really brave, groundbreaking move for Riley Sager to make. This man writing a man for the first time. Wow. The doors you've opened to Riley. But listen, I've read every book of his. He's like one of my top thriller authors. But I've given him 5 stars. I've given him like a 1 star, I think, or at least a 2. This one's about a guy, I think, who was like in his childhood camping with a friend who then went missing, and then he's come back to his childhood home looking for answers. I don't really know much about it other than that. I don't remember people's opinion on this one as much as like other Rileys. I feel like this one went under the radar a little bit. So we'll see what I think when I get to it. I'm going to be reading this very soon, actually. I'm really in a mood for books like this. Like, I know I can step into Riley Sager, a Riley Sager book. I'm not stepping into Riley Sager the person. I can step into a Riley Sager book and like just relax and have a nice time and read it. Well, not necessarily. Well, no, even when Riley Sager's bad, he's kind of like funnily bad. You know, so there's something familiar about an old Riley, you know? So, yeah, I don't know what I'm expecting going into this one, because I don't remember a lot of people's opinions about it, but I have to keep being the Riley Sager completionist that I am, so this is going on the list. Role number 6, person number 3, which is red, up in historical. Oh, let's see what we get. 5 or a 6? What can I get to? I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is number 21, which is a TBR veteran. Next is a historical book that is a TBR veteran, and I have the perfect book for this because this is one of the oldest books on my TBR. I just realised it's another long book. This is almost 500 pages. I'm suffering. That's suffering. Having to read so many over 500 page books, that's suffering.
I'm not built for this life. I'm a soft gal. I'm a soft life, babes.
I'm going to be reading Fountains of Silence by Ruta Sepetys. I've never actually read a Ruta Sepetys, but she's obviously a very well-known YA historical author. This one is in Madrid in 1957. We're following a hotel maid whose family is suffering under the fascist dictatorship of General Franco, and Daniel, who is a photographer, and their lives collide, and maybe it's a forbidden love or whatever. We'll see. Yeah, I remember I bought this when it came out, like 2019 or something, because I'd heard so much good things about other Ruta Sepetys books. What are they? Is it Between Shades of Grey and Salt to the Sea? They're the two things I can think of. Like, I feel like Ruta Sepetys was a booktube girly back in the olden days of booktube. I mean, gosh, what a throwback, those days of booktube. But this wasn't one of her top releases, but I bought it when it came out. So it's been on the TBR a long time. We're talking 7 years. You know, it's time. It's time to read it or let it go. We'll see what side of it I fall on. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about it. It's just time to get it off the TBR. Role number 7, person number 1. Oh, that's our first green. Fantasy. 3 or 3. Let's just go 1, 2, 3. Which is number 1, which is a new to me author. Next role was a fantasy author that is new to me, and I have picked Can't Spell Treason Without Tea by Rebecca Thorne. This book, I requested the second in the series from the publisher ages ago without realising it was the second in the series. I've only just got my hands on the first one. I just know this is a cozy fantasy. I think there's a bodyguard and a mage who I think are in a relationship. I don't know much about it. Do they go on a pirate ship, or is that just in the second book? Are they just opening a bookshop? They must face mishaps, mysteries, dragons, and a murderous queen? A lot of people have recommended this to me as a cozy fantasy. I love cozy fantasy. I love Legends Artes. I love Trust the Emerald Sea. I love, what else is cozy fantasy? Well, here's the thing. I am picky, though, with cozy fantasy. It has to be a very, very specific genre of cozy fantasy, and usually not cozy romantasy, which I am nervous that this could spill into. So we'll have to see. But so many people have recommended this series to me, and I already own the second one. So I guess it's time. I guess it's time to dive on in. Yeah, really looking forward to this. So many people have recommended it to me. It's time to see what I think. Role number 8. Person number 1 again. Oh my god, okay. Back in fantasy again. 3 or a 5 this time. Oh, what spot do I think the rose is on? I think it's on that one. And I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3 and get the rose prompt, which means another Patreon pick. Role number 8 was the rose prompt, which means we do another Patreon pick. Hence why I've got my laptop, because the wheels aren't here. I'm so excited, as if it wasn't enough excitement last time. Okay, let's see what it is. Let's see what we get. Again, I'd like something easy. Fuck, okay, who said Cloud Cocoa? man, this is crazy. They want my downfall. 6 people have said Cloud Cuckooland. Okay, Louise said Cloud Cuckooland. Oh no, less people. Alice said it. Alice, both of your picks have been picked today. My goodness. Stephanie picked it. Neklu picked it. That's it. Okay. Another massive book.
I feel sick.
Sing us a
I've got
song.
a migraine. I've got a headache.
Come on, lass.
No, forget it. I'm sorry, Anna.
Okay, here she is. Cloud Cuckooland by Anthony Doerr. Let's page check, everyone. Over 600. We've got Plain Bad Heroines. We've got this. We've got The Fountains of Silence. We've got Mistborn. We've got Wolf Song. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if it's in my wheelhouse. Okay, here's the thing. All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr, which is a World War II book, which I don't usually like World War II books, but whatever. If any of you remember that book, it was big. One of the books that got me back into reading, I remember staying up late into the night, reading it, and so when he brought out another book, I said I have to get that. But it's so long, hence why I've never read it. We're talking about the 1453 siege of Constantinople? Sure. We've got 13-year-olds, a seamstress, an orphan, a cursed boy on opposite sides of city walls. Okay. It's long. I can't get past it. I know I will probably enjoy this. Like, Anthony Doerr, that is 5-star, 5-star plus. A lot of the long books I'm reading here are ones that I think could be 5 stars. Because here's the thing, often I do enjoy a long book. I like spending a long time in a world. I often rate long books highly. But am I intimidated by reading that many of them? Shit. Okay. Wish me luck. I mean, all I can do at this point is ask for help. I'm petrified. Okay. Okay, final roll. Person number 7, again, which is brown. Mystery. Oh, got a 6 and a 5. Okay, which of these can I get to in a 6 or a 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we can do that. That is number 13. What is that? A gifted book. And then our last roll was a mystery book that is gifted to me. Here is the note, so you know it was gifted. We are talking about Naked in Death by J.D. Robb. For those who don't know, this is Nora Roberts. This is Nora Roberts' like crime series. I think there's like 60 books in this series or something at this point. And I think it's set in the future a little bit futuristic. And it is a cop, following a women cop as she solves these murders or crimes. And I think there's also a romance storyline going through like the whole series, but like, again, 60 books or something. I know Mara from Books Like Wire loves Nora Roberts and has like read this whole series. So I did want to pick this up, inspired by her. I don't really know what to expect in its style yet. So we'll have to see. I mean, obviously this book is also quite old. It came out, I think, in like 1995. So I'm interested to see how its kind of mystery crime conventions differ from what exists now. But I enjoyed Nora Roberts. I read Obsession. On Mara's recommendation, I read Obsession by Nora Roberts, which is another one of her kind of like crime romances. She likes to do crime romances, or just romances, but crime romances. But this J.D. Robb author pen name is like this series, I think, this In Death series. They're all something in death. I am actually excited. I think I'm going to be reading this very soon, and it really is the kind of thing that I am in the mood for right now. I need easy, I need formulaic, predictable. That's kind of where I'm at. You might see me reading a lot of murder mysteries just because the formula is so comforting to me. But anyways, yes, Naked in Death by J.D. Robb. So there we have it, everyone. That is my TBR, my summer TBR. I cannot wait to go sit in front of a fan and stop filming. I'm so excited. No, I'm gonna be honest with you, the whole time I've been filming, I've been like, get me out of here. Like, can we just wrap this shit up? I am so hot. I'm gonna go make a big chicken Caesar salad for lunch. That is the plan. But anyways, love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what is on your summer TBR. Let me know what you are hoping to read this summer. I am hoping to make a humongous dent in the TBR. I want to get down to like the 250s. Wouldn't that be so tasty? The 250s. I'm so excited. Anyways, love you all so much. Hope you have a great summer. Let's get reading. I'll see you soon. Bye.